Oh hell yeah, Samantha_42 just subscribed. 39 months. That's like nearly a whole year.
Wellity. Hello, and good time zone, and what is up, gamers? And Samantha, thank you very much for 39 months of sub. That's so nice. Thank you. I very appreciate it. It's wonderful to see you. It's wonderful to be here. You're bang on time, because I'm ready to begin. And hello, friends. I hope that everyone is ready and prepared and have adequately braced themselves for whimsy, because when I tell you this is going to be whimsical, I mean it. Because we're painting some little Bearries. Anyways, thank you again for the sub, Samantha. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. I hope you had a great weekend as well. It is, as always, so good to see you. Hello and welcome. And hello indeed to Maggie. Thank you very much for the lurk. I hope your lurk is magnificent. Thank you. And hello to Mel. Thank you very much for the many sunfish. I hope you are having a wonderful Monday. And I hope you had a good weekend. And I hope your everything is good. I just hope everything is good. Casa, hello as well. Thank you for the lurk, because work is hell. No. I hate that for you. Oh, beans. Well, I hope it improves. And I hope that I am potentially able to provide some gentle background disturbance to that in the nicest possible way. Because very much you deserve nice times and good things. So I hope that the outlook improves. I'm just giving my palette a little bit of a wipe down, because I used it very recently and didn't do a little cleanup in between. Because I'm smack dab in the middle of working on a commission for someone. I'm just about done the flat colors, hoping to get the shading and line work finished tomorrow for them, which is very exciting. Oh, by the way, just so everyone knows, I do take commissions. You can find the commissions page with my shop here. No pressure, obviously, but if you did want me to paint something very specific for you, I can do that, and you can do that there. Anyways, hi. I do have beverages as well, don't worry. I think I might actually swap places with them. I have a spiced pumpkin matcha, and I also have a jasmine tea. These flavors do not go together at all, but I was kind of limited with what I can drink today, because we don't have any sugar, and there are a lot of if it's like a fruity flavor or an herby flavor, I tend to prefer it a little bit sweet, because I feel like, especially like fruit is meant to taste sweet. If there's no sweetness in it, my brain just goes, this is off and tastes incorrect, and it doesn't like that. So I usually add a bit of sugar to my fruity flavors, or like gourmand flavors like chocolatey things or roasty things, that kind of thing. And I do like a builder's tea as well. But jasmine tea, like green teas like jasmine tea and that kind of thing, I don't want any sugar in them. So I'm having that, and I'm having one of these, because I do add a little maple syrup to my pumpkin spice matcha. And it's I just don't like this organic barista oat milk as much as the regular barista oat milk, and it's really obvious here. Oh no. I don't know what it is. It's from the same brand. It's just that the oats are organic instead of, I assume, not organic, which normally I can't taste the difference between organic and non-organic ingredients. But this one, I don't know. It doesn't taste barista enough. It's very thin and just not as nice. It's still delicious, but just taking a sip of it just now, I was like, there was the palpable disappointment of, I know this could be better. This is not the best possible use of the finite resource that is the seasonal matcha beverage that I've been enjoying. They did actually, for anyone who missed it, I think I talked about how sad I was that they had run out of it, gone out of stock before I could get another tin, and my tin was getting low. Well, I've got great news. And the great news is that they have restocked. So I got So I did order another tin. So I don't feel like I need to super desperately ration it now. I think I will be able to see myself through, like, the winter and the colder months when I want to have spice beverages until next autumn when I want to start having spice beverages again and it comes back into stock. At least I hope it comes back into stock, but I suspect if it's so popular that they had to do, like, a restock this time, that they're not going to not do it next year. Anyways, Samantha says, you too could have personalized art from professional artist Twitch user Sammy Kelch. Aw. I mean, technically, yes, I am a professional artist. As to whether or not that makes you think that my art is good, that is entirely personal and up to you. Because I suspect a lot of people don't, but you know, whatever. Anyways, Samantha says, inorganic oats sound bad. How would oats even work without carbon? I shudder to think what fully inorganic, like, carbon-free oats would taste like. I feel like it would be bad, and I love basically every form of oats, and I feel like they don't deserve that. So I hope that never occurs. Anyways, hello Zevi, welcome on in. Hello. Zevi says, OMG, I hadn't seen your PNG, Sammy. It's so cute. Oh, thank you so much. It's me. This is moi. That's more or less what I look like, except spoiler, I'm actually wearing pajamas today, but you can't see them. So yeah. I'm not making a new PNG every time I change my outfit. But never mind. But yeah, it's actually pretty new. I've only had it for like 2 weeks maybe. So yeah, I think it's we made our debut like, yeah, about 2 weeks ago. And it's been fun having a little version of me on screen who, like, blinks and looks like they're speaking. Zevi says, being a professional artist is so weird, honestly. Right? It super is. Oh, super is. To be honest, I don't even know what that means. But, yes. I would like to do more of it, but I'm also limited by things like time and the amount of spell slots I have in a day. But yeah, it's fun, but it's also super weird. I know I've ranted about this before, but that one stupid job posting that every once in a while still gets recommended to me in LinkedIn emails, so clearly they haven't filled it, for, like, full-time volunteer illustrator with an organization, and the list of duties is pretty long, and I'm looking at that and thinking, I would not accept less than, like at least 40,000 a year for a job like that. Like, it's full-time, and you're working closely with the director of the organization, and they want you to do a full-time artwork no! For free? No! No! I mean, it's not surprising that the post has been up for months and they haven't filled it, because no one wants that job. It's terrible! Anyways, the things some organizations think that they can get away with, like, it's like, okay, yeah, you know, I get it. You're probably not raking in money. You're not a commercial business necessarily. But if you want that level and caliber of work and collaboration, you have to pay somebody for it. Oh my God. Anyways, so yeah, I love LinkedIn. Anywho. Zevi says, so apparently I just don't have eyes because I've been here. Oh, beans. I mean, it is fairly unobtrusively tucked into the corner here, so, you know, I get it. I didn't want to make it too, I don't know, I don't want to take up too much space because I need you to be, I don't want to cover up the artwork. But yeah, who can afford to do that, says Zevi? No one. Literally no one. That person, the person they're looking for, does not exist. They absolutely do not exist. The fact that they've even asked that, I think, is so audacious. Or maybe just, like, very innocent. I don't know, but it's just wild. Anyways, Samantha says this is a 100% accurate representation of Sammy Kelch in real life. Can confirm. I mean, I really am that short. Yes. And, I tend to move my arms and legs more frequently, but I couldn't really do I couldn't do a more sophisticated animation than this, okay? I contemplated trying to add, like, I'm moving my feather quill because we're pretending that I'm fancy and I use a feather quill. I do actually own a feather quill, but I'm too scared to use it. But but yeah, I tried my best. My hair's not as gray as it is IRL, because I couldn't figure out how to get that to look good. But at some point, potentially in the next 10 years, I'll just have to transition the whole thing over to grayish brown instead of, or brownish gray rather. Um, Maggie says that is bringing me out of lurk due to the rage I just felt. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you had to hear about that. It's horrific and ridiculous and very stupid. Undervaluing the work of artists. Is there a more universal concept? Ugh. For realsies. I do like every time someone is like, yes, I would like to, I consider it worth it to buy like a bookmark from you. I am like, wow, thank you so much. I feel so perceived in the nicest possible way. Like, it feels real good. Even when someone just goes out of their way to say, hey, I like this, I'm like, oh my god. Thank you. This is the best day of my life. Because it's so rare. You know, because of reasons. Anyways, I'm trying to think if I have anything to report back on about, like, what I got up to this weekend. And the answer is I don't think so. I think, honestly, the most exciting thing that happened to me this weekend is that my partner and I went shopping for groceries at, like, the big supermarket. And then, on the bus on the way back from the big supermarket, we realized that we'd forgotten something that we very crucially needed for, like, the next day's lunch. And so I took it upon myself to get off the bus outside of, like, our local convenience shop that's still enough bus stops away from our house that it's not really walkable. So I figured I would just, like, pop to the little shop, get the ingredient that we needed, and then hop on to the next bus. And then I got it as after I'd finished, like, checking out of the shop, I got a text message from my moderator slash spouse to say that the bus that he was still on, that I had been on previously, was still stopped at, like, one bus stop ahead of the one next to the shop. So, like, a 2-3 minute walk away. And that they'd been sitting there for some time, and I might well get home before he does if I get the next bus. And I decided to try and, like, actually just walk it to that stop. I managed to walk to that stop, and the bus was still sitting there. And I get on the bus and sit down next to my partner, and then the bus driver is like, okay, yeah, so there's a bus, like, that's, like, 30 seconds behind this one, so you should all get on that one. Anyways, it turns out that the bus had a fault, but it was really unclear as to what was going on. But what we managed to glean from, like, eavesdropping was that it wouldn't go above about 16 miles an hour, which is kind of bad and decidedly not safe, especially when you're going up and down hills and stuff. Though, to be perfectly honest with you, it is genuinely not unusual that the bus will just, because we're right at the end of the bus route, because we live, for those who don't know, not to dox myself, but I live in, like, a forest, so we're, like, near the end of a bus route, and it oftentimes will just stop just far enough away from our bus stop that it's too much of a walk to just get off and walk, especially if you've got, like, 3 bags of groceries to carry, because they need to, like, change drivers, or because they're way ahead of schedule or what have you, and that's always really frustrating. But this one was just, like, a mystery. And it took so long to get home, and I think we ended up having lunch at, like, 2:30 because of it. So that was really fun. Oh geez, says Zebby. Yeah, it was a great day. But I mean, I was happy I got to go home with my person, at least. But it was quite a laborious experience to get to go home with my person, unfortunately. I am questioning myself as to whether or not I updated all of the stream things I wanted to. So I'm just doing a little background gubbins that you can just ignore me for a second. Bear with. Where is it? Where did it go? Okay, good. It's switched on. Okay, fantastic. Sorry, just checking to make sure that something that was supposed to be switched on is switched on. And it is switched on, so the stream is nice and normal. Hooray. Okay, so these, I should probably actually introduce the little creatures that we're painting today. So I have more tea, says Casa. Oh, oh my goodness gracious, I love that for you. What flavor? I've got green with jasmine, and I'm very excited about it. This is really good. It's really delicious. I'm very happy with that. But yeah, okay, so to introduce what the deal is with these little creatures, in case anyone is curious, and I suppose you might be. So I in my Discord, there was a picture that was shared of a strawberry that looked strikingly like it was a strawberry. It was just a strawberry that they had presumably like gotten from a shop or had picked from a farm or something, but it was the exact shape of a bear. It was a strawberry that looked exactly like a bear. It was incredible, and I couldn't get the idea out of my head, and so I had to draw this little creature who is a strawberry. And once I drew the strawberry, I was like, oh man, okay, now I have to do a bunch of Bearries because this is so silly. And so I made a little blue berry who's taking a nap. And here is a raspberry and a gooseberry. And I can't remember if this is supposed to be a blackberry or a cloudberry. But we've got an abundance of little berries. And it's really stupid. And it's the silliest, goofiest, most whimsical idea I've had lately. And so I drew this back in like September, and I'm like, okay, I gotta paint this. I have to paint this. So today I'm painting it. Yorkshire tea, says Casa. Oh, delightful. I am pleased, I guess, to report that for those who don't know, I did a video like a year ago, or maybe like a year and a half ago now, where I just bought every single like basic sort of tea bag tea that I could find in my local area, to taste all of them and give my impressions of all of them. And it was a lot. And it also meant we just had like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tea bags in the house. And I am almost nervous to say that we're finally down to the last box. And it's taken this long to get through them. But I mean, there was Tetley, there were like at least 3 Supermarket owned brands. PG Tips, Taifu, Twinings, and Bearries tea, which I thought was nice. Yorkshire, obviously. Tea Pigs. Some other ones I can't forget. I can't remember all of them. Anyways. Aw, Maggie says, I love all of these berries so much. Thank you. That's really nice. Very cute, says Seppi. Berries, says Samantha.
Attention.
Aw, heck,
Twitch
y'all.
user Sammy
Y'all.
Couch.
Shoppers.
Oh, hello, Gracie. Welcome in. Hello, friends. Hello, and welcome. Gracie, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Let me get a little shout out for Gracie in the chat if I can. I can spell Ghosty. There we go. For anyone who did not come in with a raid, if you're not following Gracie, you should absolutely 100% go do that, because Gracie is lovely, and they stream lovely things, and they do lovely, lovely artworks. And have a lovely community of people as well. Speaking of, hello everybody, welcome in. Hello to Little Birdie and Pixie and Puffling and Struble and Gracie, of course, and Custard. Welcome in, friends. How are you all doing? How is your Monday going? I hope it's going well. It is wonderful to see y'all, and welcome in. For anyone who's new here, allow me to introduce myself. These are Bearries, because they're bears and they're also berries. Because that's happening today, apparently. But my name is Twitch user Sammy Kellish. You can see me right there over on the left. I am a variety streamer. I do cozy game streams on Fridays. But on Mondays and Thursdays, I do cozy art streams, and that's what I'm doing today. Anyways, how was your stream, Gracie? I was very glad to get to see some of it earlier. And I can confirm there was some very cute pet portrait happening. I love to see it. Um, but yeah, welcome. That is so cute, says Gracie. Oh no, Beans! Heck, shoot! Oh, this is too nice. But yeah, as you may be able to guess from this, I'm a traditional artist who does mostly like wet media, like watercolor and occasionally gouache or acrylic ink, among other things. Today I'm doing some watercolory shenanigans. I have mislaid a paintbrush. Oh my god, where did my paintbrush go? I've mislaid a paintbrush. Doug the Bull Man, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Doug. I hope you're having a lovely Monday. Yay for PNG tubers, says Gracie. It's wonderful to be among the ranks of the cool PNG tuber kids. I'm very much enjoying it, and I'm glad you approve. But yeah, hello everyone. I hope that you are having wonderful days. I'm having a pretty good day, I would say. I get to paint these little bears, which is nice, and I have 2 beverages, not 1 but 2 beverages, which is also really, really nice. In case you're wondering what my art looks like when it's done, I will show you. It looks sometimes like this. This is a little piece that I painted recently of Nyhavn in Copenhagen, which I am 100% sure that I'm horribly mispronouncing because Danish is hard if you are not a Danish native speaker. But I am trying my best. And I want to go back to there super badly. But you know, maybe someday. I don't know. Anyways, Little Birdie says, I must tend the laundry. I hope you have a lovely, lovely laundry time. I hope it's nice and it gets all nice and fluffy and cozy and laundered and good. If you're not familiar with the work of Gracie, it's heckin' beautiful. And I really do want to just shout out this piece that was for a couple of Stream Ink prompts of Astral and Goose, because there's something so very charming about this piece. It just makes me so happy to look at. I think it's so good. Excellent use of the moon glow as well. It's just, oh heck. I love this so much. I want to read an entire book about this goose. I really do. I think it's gorgeous. But if you're not familiar with the works of Gracie, just look at the amazing, like, naturalistic, like, animal and plant things they do is so good. So good. And it makes me, I just love them. I just love them a lot. This is little Archie, who is so stinking cute. We love to see them. I want to give him a little boop on the snoot. Hold on. Boop. There. Okay, I did. I gave him a little boop with my mouse. And then also this, which is, okay. I love birds, and this is such a good bird. This is such a befriendable bird. I want to befriend this bird and do powerful magics with them. So yeah, Gracie, art is good. Art very good. Ooh, Gracie says there'll be a print of that one soon. Hell yeah. Oh my goodness. Everyone go follow Gracie and watch out for a shop update, including that amazing artwork as a print, because that is so cool. And I look forward to it. Anywho, another shout out for Gracie. Again, if you're not following, go do that, because you can. These are our Bearries, which we are painting today. And, hey Archon, welcome in. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you, and welcome. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Where the heck is my green paintbrush? I just went to, my green paintbrush is here, and it has its topper on. So there is just another brush kicking around that is missing one. I think, does this one have one? Maybe this one has a lid. This is this one's lid, and I'm just really stupid. Anyways. Welcome in, Archon. I'm really hoping that you can't hear. There's a fault with, oh my god, Archon, those emotes are amazing. That is so silly. It is the top and bottom half of an ice lolly. I'm imagining what would have happened if someone had come in and, like, said a line of chat in between your posting those two. It would have looked so silly. But anyways, I love it. I love it so much. But yeah, yes, so, I guess my question to y'all is, if you were some kind of combination fruit animal, what fruit animal would you be? That's my question for you today. Hello, Joe, welcome in. How are you doing? It is very lovely to see you. I hope you're having a great Monday. Hello. I'm going to take a sip of my pumpkin spice matcha beverage, which I'm very happy to have. because it's so cozy. Oh, Gracie, thank you for the strawberry. Would you be a strawberry then? That would be very, very cute. Heck yeah. I had to go outside and I'm slightly soggy, but back now, says Joe. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. It has indeed. I looked at the weather forecast this morning and just like a good portion of joy drained from me because I just knew that like, oh no, it's gonna be unpleasant for those who have to go outside. I had initially planned to do some outdoor things, but then didn't. I had initially planned to do some filming, but then didn't because it was so gray that I had to. When it's so gray that I have to put the lights on in the house at like 3 in the afternoon, that's not a good day for me to film. Unfortunately, I looked at the weather forecast and it looks like the next sunny day is going to be the one day that I'm not at home to film, and I'm so upset. Like, why? I've been wanting to film for so long and the light keeps conspiring against me. It's not cool. Anyways, ooh, a mango bison, says Archon. That sounds adorable, and I would like to draw that also. That's really cute. Rhubarb, says Joe. Oh my god, I love rhubarb so much. I will go out of my way to get like rhubarb beverages, like rhubarb cordial and rhubarb juice and that kind of thing. It is not super easy to find in this country. So I get the rhubarb cordial that is imported from Sweden, and it's very good. But I have discovered there is a new like homewares and things shop in my city center that has a little fridge at the front of the store. And in the fridge at the front of the store, they have, among other things, Danish rhubarb juice. I'm very happy. Maybe I like Petite Island, says Archon. What is this? What is this? Tell me more about this island. I want to go to there. Bat something, says Casa. Ooh, bat passion fruit. Or a bat quat. I like the sound of a bat quat. That's adorable. Cucumber bear, says Struble. Oh, that's so cute. I have to go with apple fish. Honey crisp to be exact, says Maggie. But that is so on brand. And perfect. And I love it. I had doctor's appointment, says Joe. Oh, Beans, I hope they went well. And I hope you gave yourself a treat for being brave and doing the thing. Because you deserve it. Because doctor's appointments are blah. So I hope that they went well, and I hope that if you haven't yet given yourself a treat, I hope that you are able to give yourself a little treat for being brave. Because, yeah. Anyways. I like, bat passion fruit sounds delicious. Batquat sounds, I just, that's such a good compound word. I shall have to go for food, says Gracie. We talked a lot about food today, and I am hungry. Oh my goodness. Yes, please, go feed yourself, get something to eat. I remember you saying you had a pretty light lunch as well. So, like, please, please, please go nourish yourself. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. And it's so nice to see all these lovely people. Petite Island is a new game. All the fauna is fruit animal mixes. Oh, Archon. I am running to Steam to see if it's on there when we are done stream. Because that sounds really, really fun. I had a wisp, says Joe. Nice. I think that is a wonderful choice. I think rhubarb would be a cat. Oh, yes. So cute. So cute. That would be a rhubarb cat. I don't know how I would draw that, but that sounds adorable. That reminds me, gazillions of years ago now, I don't know where it is. There was this tea, I think it was a tea company that had this, like, giveaway scheme where you could, basically just, you didn't have to buy anything. You just had to, like, give them, like your postal address, and they would just send you an art print of a little, like, fairy. And the one that and it would be like it was a random art print from this series of very sort of early 1900s, late 1800s looking artworks of, like, fairies. And they sent me a print of a rhubarb fairy, and it was the absolute cutest thing. And I think it was from when I still lived in Canada, and I think I left it in Canada because I moved with 2 suitcases, so I couldn't really bring very much with me. But yeah, the rhubarb fairy was very, very cute. I want to revisit that theme now, too. Damn it, I'm giving myself too many things to do. Too much inspiration is happening today. Oh, Joe says, I have this game to do a promo stream. Ooh, exciting times. This comment just shot it up to the top of the list. Oh, Archon says, fair warning, the main story will make you cry. Oh, beans. Oh, that sounds lovely, but also I appreciate knowing that I will go in crying, um, because I am a sensitive little so-and-so. I actually did, like, the first 30 minutes of Ori and the Blind Forest, on Saturday after or Sunday afternoon. I don't know. One of the weekend day afternoons, I did like the first 30 minutes again of Ori and the Blind Forest because I wanted to see what the difference between like standard mode, which is how I've played it previously, and hard mode, and whether or not hard mode is like genuinely quite hard. Because I thought it might be an interesting thing to stream hard mode if it is an interesting difference. But I had to get through the opening cutscenes in order to get there, and even though I've played the game before, I was just sitting there like, just like sobbing, because the no, I don't want to spoiler if you've never played Ori and the Blind Forest, but the parts of the story can be quite emotional. A lot of it is just fun, sort of whimsical adventure, but there are parts that will hit you right in the feelings, and oof. But yes. Joe has discovered that in this game, apparently you play as a cat. Ooh. Oh goodness, Archon. Wow. Yeah, I think I will not be streaming this game, but I would watch Joe stream this game. Because that sounds very emotional. Ori is so cute, but so hard, says Joe, right? I mean, I don't know how I would do going back to it now. I mean, I got through the first as I say, I got through the first 30 minutes of the game okay. So I think I'd probably be alright. But I don't know, like, you know, obviously the difficulty amps up the further you go through the game, so I don't know how much the difficulty is going to escalate on hard mode compared to standard. But I'm keen to find out. Anywho, but yeah, Archon says there's about a 99% chance a game I talk about you play as a cat. Yup, can confirm. Archon, certified cat game enjoyer, and I love that for you. These are our paints today. We're like 45 minutes into stream, so I figure I should probably actually do a bit of painting. So here are my paints for today. Very excited. I feel like there's a lot of really nice sort of like bright hues in this collection that I think will work really well for like a berry situation. Like I can already see like this has the vibe of being a really good blueberry color, I think, because it's got that sort of, blueberries aren't a super bright blue. So I feel like this will work really well. This feels like a really good straight ahead strawberry color. This somewhere in here is like cloudberry. There's like raspberry vibes happening over here. Maybe a little mix of these two. And then for gooseberry, I feel like probably like a bit of these two. But I might add a little blush to the gooseberry because you get red gooseberries and green gooseberries. Or at least you used to back in the old country. Commercially, I only see green gooseberries here, and I'm not sure if that's because like that's the preferred variety / ripeness of gooseberry for English people, or because it's a different variety of gooseberry to the ones that we grew like in my mother's garden back in Canada, or I don't know. I just don't know. I have no idea. Anyways, but yeah, that's what we're working with today. I think I'll probably, should I start with the strawberry and then sort of like work my way sort of zigzaggy upwards? I feel like that's probably a good way to do it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Also debating, is this brush too large for this berry bear situation? I don't know. I think I'll start out with this brush and see how we get on. Anyways, this set is gorgeous. Apparently it's not on the website for Choosing Keeping anymore, so I don't know if that means it's no longer available or if it was just out of stock when I looked. But if you think it's cool and you want to try it, it's a 1940 set from Choosing Keeping. Not sponsored, but I like their supplies. They're all very aesthetic. Anyways, um, Cassis says there's a peaceful puzzle game called Quilts and Cats of Calico where you make quilts for magical cats. That sounds so cute. That sounds so cute. I can barely contain myself. Oh my goodness gracious, that's precious as heck. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I love it. Oh my goodness. That's so stinking cute. Okay. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this red paint for my strawberry situation. And I'm just gonna start, I guess, painting. And see how it goes. And hope that I'm not making a horrible mistake. This, I will note, just as I'm doing this now, that the paint feels like it's sitting a bit weirdly on this paper. I hadn't noticed that previously, having used this paint a little bit. I think was this what I used for the Copenhagen painting? I think it maybe was. I didn't really notice it then, but I also didn't use as much of the red. It might be specifically something in the red paint that is being a little bit interesting. Oh! Rex, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. Get a load of this. I am less than an hour into stream and I've actually started painting and I feel a little bit proud of that. Which is really stupid, but, you know, honestly, it's rare. But I just really feel like painting, so here we are. Ooh, Archon says it's based on a board game. Oh, I love board games and I rarely get to play board games, so playing something that's based on a board game sounds awesome. Absolutely awesome. Sometimes I wish there was more scope for board games in like my everyday life, but then on the other hand, I am very tired and I'm not good at doing a lot of social because I'm a very tired bear. I'm pretty sure that's in my bio on one of the social media, is that I just made my name Sammy Kelch as a very tired bear. I think that might be Blue Sky. I should really update my come follow me on social media command to reflect the fact that I am on Blue Sky. And actually, I'm on Blue Sky more than I'm on Twitter now, so there's a thing. Wait, how am I breaking the law, Archon? What have I done? Oh no! Archon's storyline is puzzle based, but there's also multiplayer, which is pure point generation. Ooh, playing with buddies though, fun. Cassis says I got it was on sale on Steam. Nice. I was actually contemplating. I have a family member I was looking to get like a holiday gift for, but they're back in Canada, and I'm like, I'm loath to try and have something shipped from here to there. But I also don't have like their email address and stuff, so I've been trying to figure out how to like get a gift card or something to them. And I managed to find Steam gift cards from like Best Buy in Canada, but they were only available for pickup in store, and I'm like, no. What are all the foreign-based aunties and uncles who can't just go to a shop supposed to do? I want to be able to order a Steam gift card online for my family member whose email address I don't know, and have it mailed to their house. Is this difficult? It might be difficult. I don't know. We might need to end up getting them a different gift card if we can't get a Steam one. But I know they like video games, so I wanted to get them some video game related stuff. Anyways, painting less than an hour into art stream. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize fully. I want to take accountability for this, clearly inappropriate action. And I am taking steps to listen and learn and do better going forward. I saw something recently talking about how, like, that kind of apology language has kind of ruined apologies. Dan wants to know, wait, where is Gracie and why is it so late? Ah, Joe, Gracie, is, Twitch user Gracie Ghosty, who raided us, I think, shortly before you got here. So I've given them another shout out. Gracie is a fantastic streamer and a very, very skilled, painter in, like, watercolor and that kind of thing. Dan wants to know, where is Gracie and why is it so late? Time is linear and moves at, as far as I know, a regular pace. And Gracie has gone to get some dinner, because they had a very foodie chat, apparently, and they were very hungry. So now you know. Anyways, where's your ukulele, says Casa. It's actually, we do have one. I think it's somewhere in the other room. It is extremely out of tune, and I do not know how to play it anymore, so I'm gonna not do that. Also, that was one of the, I hate using the word cringe, but one of the cringest moments of the recent, like, last few years of internet, so I don't want to relive it. Anyways. It's bad when the first you hear of someone who is, like, an internet personality is that they've had to issue an apology and everyone hates it. Anyways, PR firm written apology, says Archon. Yeah. It's this thing, and I don't know if this is, like, I don't know if this is, like a neurodivergence thing, but I've always, and I've seen other people discuss this as well, the, like, excuses versus explanations. Like, oftentimes, if someone seems to be unhappy with something I did, I may want to explain why I did or didn't do a thing or whatever, and it's not me trying to say, like, there's nothing wrong and you shouldn't be upset with me, but it's me saying, here was my thought process so we can understand each other better. And then people really get mad because they think that you're making an excuse. But not being allowed to explain yourself leads to apologies like, I'm taking accountability for my actions and I'm listening and learning, which are just, at this point, it's just like a form letter. It means nothing. Whereas you might say, otherwise, like, hey, I'm really sorry about this. It is a topic that I wasn't super knowledgeable on before, and in light of this, I have chosen to learn more about it and recognize why the thing I said was inappropriate, or whatever. Like, that's not an excuse, but it is an explanation. Why is that not fine? I don't know. Anyways, that's not the same thing as saying I didn't do anything wrong. That's just saying I recognize that I did something wrong, but I didn't just do it for no reason. Either I didn't realize that it wasn't okay, and now I realize that it's not okay, so I'm gonna not do it again. Or, like, like, whatever it was. That's not the same thing as Archon says, I'm sorry I upset you, but I'm not wrong, and here's why, with a 30-page essay like that. No, that's terrible, but it is an explanation, not an excuse. 100% says Joe. The ND way. Yes, exactly. Oh my goodness, I do not understand. I do not. I can't brain my way through it. I don't get it. Anyway, Sen, hello, welcome to Fruit Bear stream. Hello. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Monday. It's so good to see you. Hello. And question for you, and question for anyone who's come in recently. If you were some kind of fruit-based animal, what fruit-animal combination would you be? I feel like I would be a bear, but I asked my spouse last night what Animal Crossing villager type I would be, and he said I would be an octopus, so I don't know, maybe. I could be a little octopus plum, perhaps. But yes, the internet doesn't want an explanation. It wants to get angry at something and then move on. Yeah, that's true. oftentimes in internet discourse, there is little space for things like context, nuance, and, you know, thinking about things in a balanced manner. It's more just, well, now we want to be angry with you, so we're going to be angry with you. I remember one time, I was vaguely canceled, um, by a back in the days when people used Slack rather than Discord. I was canceled by a Slack channel that I was in. Um, and when I spoke to someone basically asking, why is everyone so mad at me? I don't understand. They listed all of these things that I supposedly said and did, and I was like, I didn't say or do any of those. What are you talking about? And a lot of it was just taking things in extremely bad faith as well. Like, uh, I think I had said something at some point about how I think it's unfortunate that like the romance genre of fiction gets kind of painted as being like less serious literature than other genres. And people took that to mean that I hate it and think that it's stupid. And I'm like, no, that's the opposite of what I was saying. Why are you mad at me? It was really, anyways, I decided to just leave because, I mean, if you decided you want to be mad at me, then okay, fine, but I'm not going to change your mind apparently, so I don't really want to be friends with, with those people. It was really weird. Yeah, so that was a really fun like writers support community. Anyways, census I usually go with owl, but mango owl doesn't fit quite right, so I will think a little. I could see a mango owl being really cute. Maybe like I don't know. I guess parrot makes kind of more sense for like a mango-y situation with like their sort of coloring, but you could be a mango owl, why not? Um Little room for growth either, says Casa. Yeah, you can't apologize, do things to make it better and keep going. People will still keep that stain. Yeah, exactly. It's so stupid. Anyways, hey, for welcome in. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. This is indeed a strawberry. This is a strawberry, a blueberry, a raspberry, a gooseberry, and a cloudberry, because I'm a silly creature, and I hope you like it. And I hope you're having a lovely Monday as well. How are you doing? Hello, Gumby. Also, hello. It's lovely to see you, and welcome on in. I hope you're having a great Monday. And again, if you were a combination of fruit and animal, what fruit animal would you be? Casa says mangowl, and I completely agree. I mean, it makes a perfect portmanteau. So you could be a mango owl, absolutely. Some lovebirds are literally mango colored. Oh, this is true, and they are so stinking cute. I love them. Dances even to this day. Sammy is a romance novel. Dan, I'm writing a rom-com right now. I am writing the most cliche rom-com anyone has ever seen in their entire life, but gayer and with more autism. But I am. It's deeply romantic and silly, and I'm very happy with it. So I'd be very self-loathing if I was a romance hater. Anyways, Archon says a kiwi. I can't believe we're this far into stream and someone has finally said it. Yes, a kiwi. That is the best. That is the answer. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're right. A kiwi. That's it. We're done. You did it. You won the stream, Archon. Congratulations. Dance is very involved way to apologize, but you do you. Oh my god. Anyways, I mean, even if it's a genre of fiction that I don't personally read, and I don't personally read every genre of fiction, that doesn't make me a hater. That just means that our personal tastes are different, and I wholly support people reading whatever brings them joy and writing what brings them joy as well. Like, it's all good. Second best answer is gooseberry. You're very right, Archon. Second best answer is gooseberry. Oh my god. That is very true. This paint is sitting super weird on this paper. I don't know if it's just this one color of paint. I might try and give it like a second glaze, because it's acting really strange. But first, I'm gonna, since we've started painting already, I'm gonna drop a super quick BRB, and I will be back very shortly. Please stick around, because it's just gonna be BRB screen and some music, so you're not gonna miss anything. Take this as an opportunity to, like, stretch and hydrate and do all those good things. And I will see you very shortly. Banana, dragon fruit, Gumby, Casa, you people are brilliant. I'll be back very shortly. A BRB. Okay, friends, I'm back in a minute. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a good break. I see the break has been productive, and I would like to examine what I missed in chat. Um, well, Mel says lemon, unsurprisingly, and delightfully as well. Love that. Aoife says, okay, I know that none of those is an animal. Still, Brain said that first spontaneously, so sticking with banana. You know what? I love that for you. Joe says, Sammy, you now have to draw a gooseberry. Of course I will be drawing a gooseberry. Are you kidding? That sounds adorable. Archon says lime. Mel is not happy with that. Grapefruit. Nice. A lemon. Ooh. That would be, oh man, now I want to draw a lemon lemur. That's so cute. That would be perfect. Is it a lemon that holds someone's ashes? No. So that would be, I mean, that would be a really, like, organic, sustainable way of saying goodbye, would be to just, like, a fruit urn that you then just compost. I'm kind of into that. I'll try and bear that in mind when I get around to writing a will. Anyways. We also have the pineapple fish, says Archon. Lemon shark, says Mel. There you go, lemon shark. Perfect. Banana slug, tomato frog. Yes, these are all real creatures. Dan says, I feel like we're just naming Viva Pinata characters. Well, now I need to play Viva Pinata because these are all really cute. Strawberry finch, coconut crab, sea cucumber. Says Archon, thank you for all of these. Archon, okay, my page of animals named after food is complete. I appreciate it. Porcupine apple. Yes, porcupine apple. Yes, good. I love this. Thank you, Tals. Also, hello, Tals. Welcome on in. This is so good. I'm sorry that the fried egg jellyfish and chocolate chip sea star aren't real. I don't believe you. Oh my goodness. I mean, those sound adorable. A clamon. Cactus. Yes, all good. So Joe has redeemed a terrible drawing time, I see. For a gooseberry! Oh! Okay, let me see. I don't know how I'm going to do this as a terrible drawing sketch, but I'm going to give it my very best. And we shall see how we get on. Dan says, damn it, Joe, I was just looking for that. I'm so glad I remembered to enable it before the stream started. Okay, we're going to put this to one side because we have a terrible drawing to do. I'm going to grab the terrible drawing canvas from just over there, and I'll be back in just a moment. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my stars and garters. Oh my, I need to remember to get around to buying more paper soon, and I'll get some more terrible drawing canvases while I'm at it. Alright, friends. As you can see, last time we terrible drawing timed, Pumpkaboo was added to the canvas. This is Pumpkaboo, the famous Pokemon. You know, the one that looks exactly like this. Anyways. I actually think that's a pretty... I knew that wasn't what the real Pumpkaboo looks like, but I couldn't remember what the real Pumpkaboo looks like, and I think that was a pretty good job of doing what Pumpkaboo could look like. Not necessarily what they should look like, but what they could look like. And is that not enough for a terrible drawing time? I feel like it is. Anyways, I just dropped all of my paintbrushes on the floor. So that's fun. Love that for me. Okay, I have... I just tried to pick them all up and they fell down again. I'll be back in a second. I'm getting under my desk. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, where did it go? Oh no, where did it go? Oh no, it's gone. It's lost forever. What the flip? Where's it go? Hold up, I need my torch. I need my phone torch. Oh no. Oh no. Specifically, the brush I've been using has just disappeared. Oh, there it is. Okay, it was under a very thick cable. Beans. Trying to get them out of the way so I can sketch on this other canvas. And I managed to repeatedly they just roll onto the floor. What fun. Okay, I'm putting them over here. Everything's fine. Hello. Sammy has replaced their hands with seal flippers that cannot grab things. I don't even need seal flippers for that. These are just like that. Anyways, I hope it picks up a dust bunny. Thanks, Mel. I hope my paint gets covered in dust. I hope my paintings are all dusty. I wish dust bunnies were real bunnies, because then I would have a friend, and that would be neat. Anyway, I should probably explain what the deal is with Terrible Drawing Time for anyone who's new here. Basically, the situation is such that for 5,000 channel points, I have 5 minutes or less to draw a character or concept of your choosing, from memory or sight unseen, on the Terrible Drawing canvas, which is currently this. I make no guarantees as to the accuracy of anything that I draw during these sequences, and I am not responsible for any psychic damage that may result from your terrible drawing. But also be aware that the psychic damage is likely to be self-inflicted. Anyways, 5 minutes starts from when you have a drawing utensil. Got one. Terry looks like he's on a march. I was asked to draw Terry holding a sign that said hope in big letters. And I decided, I can't, my microphone is in the way. I can't zoom. Okay, there we go. And I decided the best way to do it was to actually have him carrying a little banner. And so that's what I did. And I do have a, did I just get a smudge on Pumpkaboo? Oh no. Well, I'm gonna need to try and fix that before we do anything else. Okay, well that's lightly improved it. I don't want to ruin Pumpkaboo any further. Let me just start this artwork before I do anything else bad to this canvas. Theo says, I wish I'd thought of a banner. A banner is so much better. I love him so much. A banner is because I couldn't figure out how to draw a sign. And that's the only reason that it's a banner. It was not in any way inspired other than I need to figure out how I can draw this in 5 minutes or less. So that's why it's a banner. Also, hi Theo, it's lovely to see you. Welcome on in. I hope that you enjoy the berries, which are here. But currently, I have to try and draw a gooseberry. So, let me get my timer up, and it'll be 5 minutes. I would march for hope, says Joe. Hell yeah. That's really lovely. Me too, absolutely, 100%. I like a hopeful situation. I truly do. It's very important to me, actually. Okay, 5 minutes under the clock. Starting now. Let's go. Okay, Alright, Gooseberry. Gooseberry is going to live over here. I have to remember how to draw geese. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the goose actually doing. No, that's a bat. No, hold on. I can do a better beak doing a honk, I think. Does funky little gooseberry crown there, very importantly. It looks like he's marching for hope, like Joe said, and that's important and special, says Theo. Hell yeah, thank you. How to draw a goose, says Archon. Draw 3 circles. Draw the rest of the goose. Thank you, very good instructions, much appreciated. This is going to be a perfect goose, undoubtedly. Give it a little bit of a doodah. Okay. I mean, so far so flawless as far as I'm concerned, but we need those sort of like, we need to be able to see that it is a gooseberry. And gooseberries have these kind of striations alongst them. There's the little crown, and then there's also like the sort of stemmy end bit of a gooseberry, I believe. How does a gooseberry work? I think there is. I think there's like a stemmy end bit, and then there's the little sort of like crown on the other end. So if I just have a little stemmy end bit kind of sticking out of its bum, is that gonna look really weird? I feel like it maybe is, but maybe if I make the bum sort of longer, like a little stemmy end bit itself, yeah, okay, that works. And then, but then also gooseberries can kind of have these weird little like fluffy, not fluffy, but like prickly bits on them. So I want to make sure we've got those in here. How much time is left on my timer? I feel like it's probably not going to be a lot. I've got a reasonable amount. Okay. That's all right then. I can try and add some more details into it. We can shade in the absolutely terrible goose beak. This goose is concerning. Apparently gooseberries are green. Why did I think they are purple? There are like gooseberries come in different colors. Green gooseberries are the ones that I see most often in the shop, but like I think I mentioned briefly earlier, my mom had a gooseberry bush at home. We would always let the gooseberries ripen until they were like a nice sort of like deep pink color, and we'd use those to make jam or just eat them out of hand, and they were absolutely lovely. There we go. They are saying honk. Yay, I'm not wrong, says Joe. Hell yeah, you ain't wrong. Absolutely. But yeah, this is my gooseberry. I don't know if you can tell that it's supposed to be a gooseberry, but I hope you can tell that it's supposed to be a gooseberry. I feel like if it was colored in, you'd probably be able to tell better. But yes. But anyways, senses. But that's how you draw an owl. Just everything you draw is draw 3 circles and then draw the rest of the whatever it is. Are we out of focus? Could we focus, please? Focus up. Come on, come on. I love gooseberries. They have a really good name in English. They do. I love the English name for gooseberries. A lot of the time, I think that other languages have good words for things, but our berry words in English generally very good. Okay, yeah, I know. Time's up. Okay, this is a gooseberry. Joe, I hope you're happy. I hope you like it. And I hope you're happy. That's a perfect gooseberry. Thank you, Joe. Glad you appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. That was really fun to do. That was very fun. And thankfully I did remember how to draw a goose, which was also good. More or less, I think. I don't think they're allowed here, says Mel. Wow. Oh, no. I know that there were certain... I don't know whether or not it's still the case, but I know there were certain, like, state... restrictions on black currants because I think the black currant plant was a carrier of some kind of illness that is really devastating to certain, like, maybe it was spruce trees? Not 100% sure, but that's why in Europe purple things are flavored with black currant, but in America purple generally means grape flavor. That's the origin of that, basically, is that black currants were disallowed because of issues with basically threatening local tree populations, and they decided to curb this by just being like, okay, you can't grow black currants because there is a very good chance that they are damaging our trees. And we need those trees for things like the timber industry, if I had to guess. So, yes. I have grown gooseberries, says Archon. They struggled a bit. Oh, but were they delicious? I hope they were delicious. But it was white pines. Thank you, Mel. Thank you. They were federally banned until the 60s, but some states still don't allow them. Interesting. It's such an interesting thing because, like, Um, because yeah. Anyways, oh my goodness, really? The Norwegian word for blackberry is bjørnbær, which means bear berry. Okay, I love that. I probably also horribly mangled the word, and I do apologies. I do very much apologize for that because oh, cute. Stikkelsbær. Oh, nice. That is very cute as well. I love that. Ba, 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 ba. What else have I missed? Stachelbeer in German, literally stingberry. Oh, that's cute too. They're all so cute. They're all so cute. Archon says, if you can't grow black currant, how will we have Ribena? That's a very good question. You don't really get Ribena in America, but they don't. North America doesn't really do like squashes and cordials in the same way that we do here in Europe. They do more like just juice or sugar water that's nominally fruit flavored. My favorite. Flashback to the time I was in America once. I was at like a train station or something and I needed something to drink, so I got what I thought would be a nice safe beverage of a bottle of apple juice from a vending machine. And for some reason, they decided to add apple flavoring to the apple juice, which already tasted of apple, which made it, instead of just being a pleasant bottle of apple juice, disgusting and undrinkable. I hated that for me. Mel says, I just learned that persimmons are good dried like apricots. Ooh, yes. Delightful. You don't see dried persimmons that often, but I would like to. I know it's a very popular snack in Japan. So I don't know, maybe I'll bring some back next time I am there. I'm sure we could do something with lingonberry as an animal, says Casa. Oh, for sure. I can find Ribena, says Archon. Ooh! I mostly know of it because an old internet friend drank it straight. Oh, that would be so sweet, Archon. Oh, no. That'd be too sweet. Oh, I don't love that for them. Ribena is meant to be diluted with a fairly large amount of water. Because it's very concentrated, like, juice syrup, basically. Oh my goodness. Blah. Too much. I don't love that. I mean, you know, I do enjoy my swashes and cordials. Reasonably flavorsome. I don't like it watered down so far that I can't tell what flavor fruit it is, but I don't know. She was odd, says Archon. Well, fair enough. Which is why the Scottish call it diluting juice. Yes, exactly, Casa, which is a very smart way of referring to it, because that is correct. Okay. Do I want to paint my blueberry? I think I shall. I think I shall paint my blueberry. I'm using this color because I think that's a good base blueberry hue. So I'm gonna give that an attempt and see how I think that it looks. Oh, Beans, this little bear is so sleepy. That is such a mood. I do enjoy painting like just a sleepy little guy. And they are very much a sleepy little guy. Look how sleepy they are. Partially because I like hard relate to that as an equally sleepy individual. Like genuinely, I think that's my secret. I'm always sleepy. If I'm not sleepy, it's probably because I'm tired. And if I'm tired, then I'm in trouble. Because tired, I don't know, does anyone else make this semantic difference in their heads? Sleepy is like, oh, flip's sake. Sleepy is kind of like a warm, pleasant feeling. Oh, we're back. Okay, I thought I had to fix my camera there, but no, we're okay. Sleepy is kind of a pleasant, like warm, cozy, and you know you can go take a nap if you want to. You're just sort of in like a soft, gentle, like cozy state, whereas tired is like, okay, I feel bad now and I need to be asleep, and I don't like the way that feels. I feel like there's a difference. Sleepy is kind of pleasant, whereas tired is, no, things have gotten bad now. But I'm sleepy a lot. I'm also tired a lot, to be fair. But yeah. This is such a good blueberry color, I think. This is good. I'm often tired but not sleepy, says Casa. Sleepy and tired are different. Yeah, they super are. Thank you. 100%. Um Mel says sleepy and tired are different to me. Sleepy is literally eyes feel heavy, could fall asleep easily. Tired is more existential dread. Okay, I mean that's true too. Norwegian is a really difficult language to pronounce if you're an English speaker, says Theo. Your enthusiasm entirely makes up for it. Thank you. I need to I'll need to look up some pronunciations so I can come at it with a little bit more knowledge, armed with a little bit more knowledge, I think. But yeah, because when I'm saying words in other languages, I really really do want to get it as right as I can. There are some things that I definitely find harder to like wrap my sort of the muscle memory of my speaking parts around. That feels like a weird way to say it, but you know what I mean. Like some things I find come more easily to me in terms of like the muscle memory of speaking than others. Like certain phonemes and that kind of thing that we don't necessarily have in English. Like I know a lot of English speakers struggle with like the two L's in Welsh, because that's not a phoneme that we have in the English language, which is like the sound. So a lot of people will just go like l, and it's like, no, that's not. If it's one L, it's l. If it's two L's, it's or we'll sort of just go like fl or something like that, and it's like, okay, I mean, I can see that you're trying, so yay. And I also struggle to try and explain how to do it. But yeah. Joe says like a cranky kitty. There you go. Theo says, from everything I've observed, I'm from everything I've observed, it sounds a bit distressing and formal. Oops. You do really well with languages. Thank you, Theo. It is something that I really do try and make an effort with. Like if I'm visiting another country, I do at least attempt to know how to say a few things. Even if, sort of I will, especially most of the time when I'm visiting another country where English isn't the first language, I'm there for like a couple of days. So the opportunity that I have to like practice and learn things is pretty minimal. And as such, I end up not doing very well. But at least if I can figure out how to like semi correctly pronounce like place names that I know I might need to go to, and order a coffee, I feel like those are things that I do try and do as best as I can. And I did certainly, I mean, it's easier in places where I do already know a bit of the language, like French or like German, presumably. Though to my, not to toot my own trumpet or whatever, but I did have a few people in shops like just speak to me in Danish under the assumption that I would understand the further things that they would say after I said like a nicety, which felt kind of good, but also that I felt kind of bad because then I would be like, oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. And they'd be like, oh, sorry, I thought you spoke Danish. And I'm like, no, just like hi and hello and yes and no. And you're bad. Anyways. Which is strawberry, in case you're curious. Sen says, the German sound would fall into that category as well as the CH. It is not a hard K. The Scots know how to do it with loch and whatever. Yeah. Loch is whole in German. Nice. I mean, that's not dissimilar to like a body of water, I suppose. That's just a hole with water in it. Um, but oh man, I remember when I took German classes, I did wonder, like, I had so many other students who would be like, ich habe sein Finger. And I just think it's really, I realize that, like, having the skill to speak another language is very much a skill, and it's not a skill that everyone sort of has or has developed to the same degree as others. Um, but for me, it was kind of like, I don't know. Listen to the way that someone has said a thing and then try and repeat it as best as you can. It's hard. It's really hard. I'm not dragging people who can't do it easily because I struggle with it a lot. Um but I think certainly when I was taking German classes there was the difference between the people who were like, I just want to get a course credit for this and I didn't want to have to do science, versus the people who legitimately wanted to learn a language. Um, but okay, so the ich is more like ich in Berlin, apparently, according to Sen. That's really interesting. That's another thing that's interesting about language is obviously regional differences. If you've been to Newcastle, you know that someone from Newcastle does not speak English in the exact same way as someone from British Columbia. And at this point, some people can't tell where I'm from, which I find very funny because I still think that I sound distinctly Canadian, but I also know that I've picked up some British stuff like water bottle, not water bottle. I didn't mean to. It just sort of happens over time, I guess. In another 10 years, I'm going to have some kind of god-awful transatlantic mess of an accent. People will be like, you know, I will go to Canada and they'll be like, oh, what part of Europe are you from? Are you Australian? I I do not look forward to that day. Pretzels, and now we've got an old-timey mid-Atlantic accent for the next 5 minutes. Thank you very much, Charles. Much appreciated. Terrible accent, you say? Well, I suppose I'll do my best. Now then, allow me to catch up with chat. Right, now, Theo says, I think that if you have a trumpet, you should toot it. Toot! How was that? Did I do okay? Toot toot, says Joe. That's a wonderful toot toot. I don't have a trumpet, but I have echolalia. That is 100% a mood. Very much so, indeed. Sen says, Australia, yes, that country in the Alps, right? Yes, absolutely, that's the one. The one with the one with the kangaroos and the viennoiserie. That's the one. Archon says, wah, wah. Thank you very much for that, indeed. Theo says you should just talk like this whenever you go back to Canada. Honestly, Theo, it's incredibly tempting to do. But truly, the reason that it's a 5-minute redeem is that I can't keep it up for longer than that, and my mouth starts to get confused, and oh, truly, I mean, I never know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing even less. Now, was this a raspberry or a blackberry? Truly, I can't remember. I'm kind of wondering if perhaps blackberry, because I think it would make a nice contrast. But let me have a little look at what both of them look like, and then try and figure out. Oh goodness! I typed blackberry into my phone to search for it, and look. Is there anyone who still uses this archaic technology? It's like a wax cylinder. I'm very confused. Oh, goodness gracious. You could make it purple then for contrast, or pink for a lingonberry. Well, I do like lingonberries. Very nice with a meatball, with a meatball meal. Some mashed potatoes, pickles, bit of gravy, veggie, of course. Anywho. No, I don't want to see pictures of an old phone thing. I want to see what the berries look like. Right. Oh, I mean, blackberries are very cute. Truly they are. I think. Oh, maybe it is meant to be a blackberry. It's got now it was like two months ago that I drew this, so I'm trying to reach back into the recesses of my memory and try and sort of scaling the canyons of my mind for whatever I was thinking, and truly I don't know. But that's blackberries. That looks an awful lot like that. So we might do a blackberry, a nice deep purple hue. Sort of maybe do a little combination of these two to get a nice deep purple color. But I've got another terrible drawing time redeem to do first. So I guess I'd better do that. Now, Theo says meatballs. I do like meatballs. That's what we should call vegetarian meatballs. It's not meat, it's meatballs. That's awfully cute. I love it. Also, I've been tasked with drawing a cloudberry goose to be friends with the gooseberry goose. Now, I suppose the big question is, however shall I do that? I don't know, but I'll try my best. Anywho, right. Now, do I need to introduce again the Terrible Drawing Time? I don't know if anyone's come in since the last one, but I will anyways. Terrible Drawing Time is this thing that we do here for some reason where I have 5 minutes. If you've got 5,000 channel points and want to challenge me to draw some kind of concept or a character from memory or sight unseen on the Terrible Drawing canvas, which looks a little something like this. I make no guarantees that the character will be in any way, shape, or form accurate or good, and I do apologize for any psychic damage that may result from your terrible drawing, but I do also reckon most of the time that the psychic damage happens to me, so, honestly, don't you worry your pretty little heads about it, it'll be just fine. Oh, goodness. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know. I'm just trying my best. Anywho. Right. Going to get all set up here. I'm going to take a sip of my beverage because the whatever this voice is does take it out of me, I'm afraid. Oh, also can confirm, so you look up BlackBerry, you get pictures of the old phone thing. You look up Raspberry, you get pictures of Raspberry Pi computers. So, wonderful. Thanks, tech, for ruining fruits. I still don't know if this was supposed to be a blackberry or a raspberry, but I think I'm going to do a blackberry because I think it'll more colors in the thing is good, and raspberries are quite close in color to a strawberry, so why don't I do that? Anywho, but first of all, I have to do a cloudberry goose. Okay, let me set my timer as best I can. Ooh, I want to get some cloudberry jam now. I am having to patron a retailer of Northern European foodstuffs for holiday reasons, so I think I might throw in some cloudberry jam at the same time because yum yum. Though I do have quite a bit of jam. I have apple butter that I've been saving from my trip to Canada 6 months ago. Let's hope it's still fresh. I've also got some crabapple jam, also from Canada. But, I mean, it's preserves. They're designed to last for months and months, so I'm sure they'll be fine. I have a plum and rhubarb jam in the fridge at the moment, which is delightful, and a carrot marmalade, which I did not think I was going to love carrot marmalade as much as I love this carrot marmalade. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much to... I do not wish to try to pronounce the name of the place that makes it, because I'm sure I will do it wrong. But it's very good, and I have liked all of the jams that I've had from there. And I was really upset that you can't bring back jams in your carry-on. When I was in Denmark last, I was like, oh man, I really want some jam. I really want to bring back some marmalade, and I couldn't, and I was really upset. I was really quite upset. How am I going to draw a cloudberry goose? Oh, heck. I've started the timer. It's time to go. It's time to cloudberry. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. So I want it to be next to this guy. And it's going to be kind of... This goose is just sitting quietly, I think. I can't remember how to draw a goose bill. I think that's part of the problem. Because it's not that. That's terrible. Whatever that is awful. I think there's more of like a bump. It's more of like a... I can do one of these geese. There we go. Yay! That works. Hell yeah. They've also got a little, like, doodad there. But I need to... Oh, it's because cloudberries have a texture. I need to try and get the texture. So... Sorry if Got Real Quiet was trying to recreate cloudberry texture as though goose. Tal says, first you draw a bill, then you attach it to a goose. Oh my god, you're brilliant. Yes, of course. Of course you do. There we go. We've got a nice little thingy. And basically I want the goose kind of just like sitting with their feet sort of tucked up under them, so you can just about see the feet sort of hanging out under there, but they're mostly just sitting all comfy. And then I'm just gonna, I don't know, you know the little, these berries that are comprised of little like baubles. It's one of these, so I'm just gonna kind of try and create those like bobbly shapes here. And hope that it reads cute. Okay, does that look like a cloudberry goose? I hope it looks like a cloudberry goose. Let me try and get a little bit of shading on in here. Little stem sticking out the top. Get a little shading on these little... I know they're not called baubles, but I think they should be called baubles because they look bobbly, so they should be called baubles. That's my hot take for the day. The little baubles on berries should be called baubles. There you go. Sen has appended some hard eyes owls. So I hope that means that you like your cloudberry goose. Because I honestly don't know if there's anything else I can do to this. I think this is just what a cloudberry goose looks like. And actually, I think giving it that sort of like bumpy shaped bill has made it look more like a goose. So congratulations me for thinking of that, I guess. And congratulations you for getting to look at it. These are our gooseberry and their cloudberry friend. Sen, I hope you're happy. Because I don't know what else I can do to this. So I really hope that you're happy. I've gotten so little painting done today. So sorry about that. We'll try. I will make a blackberry color now, or indeed a bearberry, which I love. I love the fact that it's bearberry. That is so stinking cute. I love it. I love it so much. Hell yeah. Okay, let's go do. Because terrible drawing time has come to a close once more. And it's time to attempt to paint a blackberry. Where's my palette? Here's my palette. Bringing it on back. Plop. Okay. Okay, so I think what I need is that too. The Honai and Botan. Okay, so I shall try combining these two. I love the colors in this set. I think they're so nice. The one thing that I did discover yesterday, I decided because of the theming of the commission that I'm working on at the moment, um, was such that it made sense to me that it would have a quite nice, bright, saturated color palette. And so to that end, I decided that I ought to use something like this set, and I decided to use this set to paint it in. But then there's multiple human figures in the piece, and as you can see from this set of colors, I have no like brown, so very much having to do the creating a skin tone by combining like red and yellow and blue and green until it makes various different shades of beige and brown, to get a fairly, sort of uniform human flesh effect. Because this wasn't one of those paintings where you use like, so you're doing like blue undertones and yellow highlights, and it's very sort of like starkly contrastly demonstrating that there's actually like an array of colors within any given human's like skin tone, which is a really cool way to paint human skin tones. But sometimes when the rest of your painting isn't meant to be that nuanced, it can look really out of place, and I feel like in a lot of my paintings it looks really out of place. So instead, I'm just taking basically a number of these colors and mashing them together until I get the right temperature of brown for a person's flesh. So that was fun. Oh wow, this is immensely purple. Okay. I do want to, I think I will make this blackberry color a little bit brighter than it is IRL, just to kind of brighten up the whole thing and not have it be like too starkly dark compared to everything else. But I think this is, ooh, yeah, this is actually, I think, a really good starting point for a blackberry. So, happy with this. But yeah, honestly, I'm so used to having to mix a lot of my own colors and combine colors to create whatever color that I want, that I honestly don't know what I'd do with myself if I bought one of those sets of like 320 paint colors that is supposed to have every color you could conceivably need at your disposal. I feel like I would just get scared and confused because I'm not used to having that level of convenience in my paint sets. I'm used to having, like 5 to 8 colors. Casa is free! Yay! Love that for you. Welcome back. I hope that you will have a wonderful evening of freedom. Love that for you. What's for dinner, chat? What are y'all having for dinner? I am having kids menu tonight. And when I say I'm having kids menu, I mean I am having one of my very favorite comfort meals when I don't want to put in a massive effort, but I want to cook something, which is vegetarian dino nuggies, by which I mean that what the nuggies are made of is vegetarian, like plant-based material, and not that the nuggies are made up of herbivorous dinosaurs. Just for clarity. I mean, I think some of the dinosaur shapes are herbivores, but some of them, to be perfectly honest, I'm not 100% sure what type of dinosaur they're meant to be. I'm not sure they know. But, whatever, it's fun. But I love a dino nuggie situation. I will be making my nug sauce, which, of course, is a custom blend. Today will be a blend of classic Cholula sauce with some New Zealand clover honey. So delicious. Corn roarsums. Yes, it's corn roarsums. That's right. With mashed potatoes and steamed peas. And I'm very much looking forward to it. Or, wait, no, I goofed. I'm not having kids menu tonight. I'm having kids menu tomorrow night. Tonight I'm making soup. Ah, flip. I was all primed and ready for dino nuggies, but no, I'm stupid. I was actually planning to make soup tonight. We have soup on the schedule for tonight. Ah, beans. I mean, I might see if my moderator slash spouse is amenable to swapping the days, but I was gonna do a sweet potato and squash soup, which I'm actually a little bit concerned about. Because I'm a little concerned about the sweet potato and squash soup because a portion of the sweet potato that I have is purple sweet potato, and I'm worried that this plus orange butternut squash plus the rest of like a different orange sweet potato is gonna make the whole thing really ugly and brown. My moderator slash spouse is home, so I'm gonna go say hi to him real quick. I'll be back in just a second, chat. Apologies. What if kids menu soup? What, just whiz up nuggies and mashed potatoes into a soup and peas? That sounds bad. Back in a sec. Joe says hello, sweetheart. He says hi. Hey, sunshine. Post for me. Okay. I mean, it sure does. Here's the kissy. Yeah. On your chair. Welcome home. I love you. I miss you. I'm glad you're here. No. It's fine. One more. Okay. Hey, guess what, everybody? I got post. Lino says hello, sunshine. He says hi. I got some post, and it specifically, ooh, 2024 Lego Holiday Catalog. And look what's on the front. It's a kitty cat. It's a little catto. How cute is that? Very fun. I mean, they're a little bit late because I already know what I'm buying most people for Chrisman. But that being said, Jabba the Hutt's sail barge. Oh, you know I want it. Oh, this is so good. Oh no. Actually, I don't want most of these things, so actually this is really easy. That being said, ooh. There's like... I feel like some people in chat will like this. It's just a big old catto made out of Lego. So there you go. I want him, says Casa. I'm assuming you mean the cat and not my husband. One of them is for sale, and the other one is a person who lives with me.
That's nicely.
If they ask nicely, says moderator slash spouse Twitch user such Callier. I mean, listen, like, we don't own each other, so, you know, I respect his autonomy and personal choices. But I'm assuming that you meant the Lego. Sen says, "You are my sunshine, Mia. My only sunshine. You make me happy on all the days. I know there is... Oh, an Animal Crossing set with Celeste coming. Yes. It's going to be on January the 1st. So it is not among the Christmas gifts being given by me this year because it's too late for that. But, oh my goodness, I want the Celeste set of Animal Crossing because it is so cute. And it's also... like, of all of the sets, I think, that are coming out in January for Animal Crossing, I think it's also the least expensive one, which, frankly, I love for me. So, you know, that's nice. But, anywho, this, for some reason, the paint job has just gone real bizarre on this black Bearry. I'm trying to fix it, and I feel like I'm just making it worse. But it's gonna get some, like, shading and details and stuff before we're done anyway. I think it's potentially, once again, whatever's up with some of these paints are having a weird time with this paper. which I've never experienced before from one of these Gansai sets, so I don't know what's going on. But no such things are insurmountable. Not at all. Anyways. Though, as I say, this little buddy is looking real weird. Anyways, yes, the cat says Casa. I figured as much. Anyways, yes, then very excited for you and for me, because I would also like to get it for that Celeste Animal Crossing set. I think it's going to be real cute. I'm just going in with like a very wet brush to see if I can just work out any of the weird textural gubbins going on. Maybe I just didn't have enough water on my brush when I painted this in. And honestly, if it has some watercolor texture and it's not too, like, lumpy, I'm fine with that, because this is a watercolor painting. And we expect watercolor textures from a watercolor painting. And if we don't, then what the heck are we doing painting in watercolor? So, yeah, you know, like, that's fine. Actually, I think that looks kind of cool. I'm gonna stop messing with it and let it dry. And then worry about the other stuff later. Anyways. But yeah, I'm very excited for the new LEGO Animal Crossing stuff. As you know, or actually you may not know if you weren't here for the stream where this happened. I do have this LEGO Animal Crossing set, Maple's Pumpkin Garden, which turned out really cute. And I do appreciate that this tree is an illegal landscaping technique in actual Animal Crossing. Like, you can hack it, but I don't think you're supposed to. But, there she is. And Maple is just so... Maple is adorable. Like, look at her. She's just precious. I love her little fringe and her little, like, nature jumper. Just so stinking cute. So stinking cute. Love her. Very happy about that. There's also... Ooh, there is a botanical garden set coming out that is... I can't show you the whole thing because this paper is too big. But that is really lovely and also probably really... Okay, yes, very expensive. It's £289. Well, I'm not getting that then. The Tuxedo Cat, in case anyone's curious, is £90. So, honestly, pretty expensive for personally, I am less likely to buy a Lego set if it's over, like, £50. So... But, also the bigger sets I just don't have space for. I have space for, like, Maple. I'll have space for the Celeste set. But, like, the big modular buildings and stuff, I don't know. We need more shelves. Or maybe, like, a Lego room. I don't know. Did you want to have a look through this catalog, sweetheart? There's some pretty cute stuff in there.
I was going to say we could fit one more, but I remember we actually have one down there to build.
You do have one down there to build, yes. Anyways, here, have a little look-see. See if there's anything that piques your interest, and then feel sad because there's nowhere to put it.
Yeah, okay, for me having the last of the...
Having the last of
posh cheese, not posh cheese, but strong cheese.
The number 7 cheddar. Yeah.
Opening another pack.
We can buy more of it, and I also have other cheese, so please feel free to eat the cheese that is there. Sorry, if in case anyone didn't hear, my moderator/spouse just asked whether or not it was okay for him to have some cheese, and the answer is of course. I might have gotten the Tuxedo Cat twice, says Archon. Is that so you can have 2 cats? Is that so you can have 2 kitty cats to be friends? Because that's real cute. Joe says cheese. Hell yeah. As an adult onset lactose intolerance haver, I am always really excited when there's cheese that I don't have to take a milk pill to eat. Especially because I don't know. But the last couple times I went into the health food shop in my neighborhood, they didn't have the lactase tablets I like to take. And I looked on their website to get more lactase tablets, and they just do not show up in search. Which is kind of alarming. Because, like, I can get other lactase tablets, but these were good ones. The ones that they have at Boots, you have to take 30 minutes before having dairy, and that is way too much pre-planning for me and my unable to plan things that far ahead self. You know? Like, if I'm going out to get groceries, I know I'm going to want to stop to get a coffee, but because of, like, bus schedules and stuff, I don't know when it's going to be exactly 30 minutes before I actually get my coffee. Then I get there, I don't know whether or not it's going to be a queue at the coffee shop. I don't know if I'm going to want to stop and get vegetables from the farmer's market before I go to the coffee shop. How do I schedule out 30 minutes within that? It's just impossible. I can't do it. I can't do it. I need to be able to have a milk pill I can take as I'm taking the dairy into my tummy. So yeah. One might have been modded into a dice tower, says Archon. Oh my goodness. Also, that's really cute. That's a really fun use of some Lego for sure. I don't know how that would work, but I love that. Casa says, my mom bought me a load of food for cat sitting and gave me like 3 types of vegan cheese and 2 lactose-free cheeses. Not sure how much cheese she thinks I eat in a week. Like that, honestly, that sounds like a good amount of cheese. Like, why not? Challenge accepted. Anyways, I'm gonna drop another BRB because I think I'm gonna freshen my beverage and have a little stretch and say hello to my moderator / spouse. So I will be back in a couple minutes. You're all breathtaking, and I shall see you again shortly. Enjoy the BRB song in the meantime. Yeah, back in a sec. Hope you enjoyed the BRB music and or an ad break. If it was an ad break, I apologize, but thank you for sticking around. I put BRB screens in for those ads so you don't miss stuff anyways. Ta-da! Hi, everybody. Honestly, I'm having fun with this. I'm having fun with these little berries. I hope you're having a nice time. Anywhoosins. I have a massive tub of lactase tablets from Amazon. Yep, good shout. I am so grateful for how, like, readily available they are, honestly. It's so nice. I was worried when I realized that, oh no, it's milk. Milk is making me feel real bad. So, absolutely, incredibly grateful for the existence of the, brain. Come on, brain. Come on, brain. Come on, brain. What was I saying? Very grateful for the existence of the, lactase tablet and the ubiquity of the lactase tablet. My body really one day decided to throw up after any dairy. Yep. Mood. It's such a weird thing. You're just coasting through life feeling entirely fine, and then one day your body's just like, oh, you know that thing that we have been eating perfectly fine for the last however many decades? Yeah, you can't eat that now. Good luck! It's such a weird thing. Like, allergies in oh no, I just blobbed paint onto the middle of the canvas. Whoops. Let me just blot, the good news is that with this paint is that in general, if you catch it while it's still wet, you can kind of pretty easily lift most of it. And sometimes when you let it dry completely but try and paint over it, you can once again lift it. Oh no! I made it worse! Oh no. There was too much residual paint on that bit of tissue. You know what? When I go to post this online, I'm just gonna clone out this blob in the middle of it. I might give each of these little guys their own post anyways. My sister has developed a dairy allergy that she developed it as an adult. Then it went away when she got pregnant. Bodies are wild. They really are. I had a friend who just straight up lost all of the hair everywhere on her body and head when she had a kid. Just ta-da! Welcome to the world. Little baby, distressingly an adult now because time is linear and I don't feel okay with that. Congratulations, Mummy is now bald. So weird. Wild. Good times. Anyways. But, oh goodness. Casa says, I now appear to have developed a peanut allergy in my 30s. Oh no. Oh no. Peanut allergies are the worstest. I mean, it helps if you don't like peanuts to begin with, I guess. But, I don't know whether or not you liked peanuts, but if you did, I'm so sorry. I developed a mushroom allergy pretty spontaneously in, like, my mid-20s. And I have been enjoying not eating mushrooms ever since. And now I also can't apparently deal with lactose independently, so Whomst knows, right? It's wacky. I love peanuts. I would be so mad about that. Says Sen. Oh no. Oh no. I know that so my partner has had a peanut allergy as far as I know since like forever, since solid foods were introduced into their diet. But it normally I think for the most part like allergen signaling is pretty good, and I think most like makers of things try and be very like overt about like this contains blah blah blah, may have been come into contact with the following allergens kind of thing. Not so much with mushrooms because it's a very uncommon allergy, but certainly things like peanuts and dairy and soy and wheat and like the commonest allergens. They're very good about signaling. And then I think we found out by accident that Five Guys burgers do they cook their chips in peanut oil. And it's not very well telegraphed as far as I can tell. So why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? Anyways, it's a good thing that we found that out before actually like ever eating food at Five. Like I didn't like Five Guys as a concept anyways, because their version of a veggie burger is just a burger bun with like lettuce, tomato, and cheese and no patty, which just feels like it feels really mean. It feels like they don't want you to eat there. And you know what? Well, honestly, stuff you then, Five Guys. And then apparently they fired an employee for being the recipient of some racist abuse from a customer. Which, if your response when a customer comes in and be's racist to one of your employees is to fire that employee, I can't. Unfathomable. Anyways, I don't want to talk about it because it makes me sad. Sam says, I love dishes with peanut sauce. Oh man, there was a peanut sauce back in Canada that I used to love so much. And I'm a little sad that I can't have it now because I live in a peanut allergist household. And also, you can't get it in the UK because it was like supermarket own brand from Canada. Mare says, howdy, hello, welcome in, using you as a body double so I can get some art done without getting distracted. Oh, glad to be of service and hope I can help. I shall try my best to actually do some painting in that case. Body doubling is magic, says Sen. It really is, like, the number of art streams that I will have on whilst also doing art. I was working on that commission that I'm working on at the moment yesterday, and I was lurking in, I think, at various intervals, I was lurking in at least 3 art streams, who were very, very nice to keep company. There was some painting happening, there was some sketching happening, there was some crochet happening. It was nice, and I got some painting done, so hell yeah. Anyways, it's so very expensive as well, so it's an oof, ouch. I knew about the peanut oil, and you can also grab free peanuts as well. Oh my god! What the heck? Even before the allergy, I never ate in Five Guys. It's too pricey for basic food. Yeah, I cannot imagine that it's that good. Like, I just can't imagine that it's... I mean, maybe it is, I don't know, but I can't imagine that it's that good. Because it is quite expensive for, like, fast food. Mare, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. Thank you. I mean, in general, though, I would say, like, fast food is not necessarily the cheap option anymore, it seems like. If you want to genuinely have, like, an inexpensive lunch, you're probably better off, like, I don't know what the going price is for, like, a Greg's sausage roll, but maybe something like a Greg's sausage roll or, like, a supermarket meal deal. Just go to, like, Tesco or something, get yourself a sandwich, a piece of fruit, or a bag of crisps, and a beverage, and it's, like, it's not as substantive, necessarily, as, like, Five Guys, but it's also, like, a third of the price, and... To be honest, do you really, for, like, lunchtime in general, I feel like I don't necessarily need, like, a 1,500 calorie burger and fries meal at the lunchtime. If I'm just grabbing something for an easy lunch situation, I would probably just go with like a brie and cranberry sandwich and a packet of ready salted crisps and a bottle of juice, and I'm a happy camper. But then I'm boring. Five Guys does good milkshakes though, so then, oh, I do love a good milkshake, but their prices are nope. Yeah, I'll honestly, I'll pass. I mean, if I want a milkshake in like my city of residence, 2 doors down from Five Guys is Shake Shack, which has shake in the name. So, you know. Cassis says, I'd rather go to Leon if I want a burger type meal. I like Leon, though they did close. They had a location in my city which seems to have closed, so I can't go there anymore. Most of the time, if I want like just a sort of grab and go lunch, I get sushi anyways. It feels healthier, and it's not like the price is fairly comparable, and it feels healthier. So, though sometimes I really do want chips. I used to like the waffle fries that they do at Leon, but my complaint is that they were always cold. At least at the one that we had in our city, they were always cold. No, thank you. I don't know what it is, but their chips would always be cold, which, they should be warm. Anyways, if I have to go to Houston, I get Leon. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. As far as like train station foods go, it's a good choice for sure, for sure. In Germany, we are sadly a bit more limited in that regard. So said, yeah, I bet. Oh, beans. Cassie says I was busy eating German chalky biscuits today. Ooh, delightful. We got some German chocolate gingerbreads for my moderator / spouse at the shop last week, I think. I am getting a little bit annoyed with the... Oh, sorry for the shaky mic. Sorry for the shaky mic. Hopefully that wasn't too obtrusive or annoying. I'm getting a little bit concerned because my gingerbready, like, holiday season biscuit of choice is Pfeffernusse. And I have not seen any Pfeffernusse in the supermarket. And it's been many weeks. They've had the little, like, ticket out to say, you know, like, Pfeffernusse, £1.50. But there aren't any Pfeffernusse. Where are my Pfeffernusse? I need them. You don't understand. This is a very nostalgic taste to me. And I'll be very sad if they just, like, don't have or do them this season in my local shop. Because likewise, they had a ticket out for the, for a, like, seasonal plush in the Halloween section at my supermarché. Did it ever actually come into stock? No. I never did get my little toad wizard, and I'm very sad about it. Toad wizard could be a friend for Terry, who is, of course, for the uninitiated, a Forg mage. Okay, I feel like this is already pretty good for a gooseberry color. I'm gonna maybe get a bit of a gradient going. Nice bit of gooseberry green. But just to keep it fun, just to keep it a little bit spicy, I am gonna give the gooseberry a little bit of a blush, I think, just like... Where should I put the blush on the gooseberry? Oh no, maybe like on the tummy. The tummy can be a bit of a purple gooseberry blush. Because they do sometimes have a bit of a blush. And I think it would be cute. There we go, delightful. If I can kind of... It's wanting to, like, feather. I'm wondering if I can just soften that edge a little bit. Oh, it's a gooseberry! Yay! I love them. Anyways. But yeah, New Street has a Leon as well. So good if I need hot food before a train trip, says Casa. Nice, nice. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate a train station that has, like, places to eat food that is good. My local railway station, it's got a couple of, like, counters, but there isn't really anywhere you can, like... There aren't... Like, there's a couple of tables, but they're never empty. Like, it's impossible to just get a table and sit down there. Which can be a little bit, struggle if you want to sit down and have a snack. So we usually end up just getting, what, is my camera okay? Okay. We usually end up just getting, something from, like, Marks & Spencer Simply Food and then eating it on the train anyways. And that seems to work okay. But yeah, would love to have, like, a train station that has, you know, food. That would be neat. But never mind. There's a Costa and there's an M&S Simply Food. So I can get an adequate latte and a packet of crisps and a bottle of water and maybe a bit of fruit. I will try and get, like, a bit of fruit or yogurt or something if I'm going on a train trip. Does anyone else do the thing where you get snacks for your train trip and it's like, okay, this is a 4-hour trip, so I need these snacks to last for the 4-hour trip? Before you've even pulled out of your departing station, you're already tucking in. Because that's what we do. It's terrible. Anyways, but also sometimes I'll just overcompensate and buy way too many snacks for the train, and I'll end up arriving at my destination with, like, an unopened packet of biscuits. Because I'm like, oh, turns out the trip wasn't actually that long, and I wasn't even hungry. But you need to be prepared for the possibility that you might be. That's the difference. This is very important. Okay. I'm trying to clean down my brush as much as possible because I do not want any remnants of green and purple getting into my cloudberry. Cloudberry should be cloud colored, which is kind of a yellowy orangey situation, and it's very, very cute. Tal says, I'm very bad about train snacks. They only last about 30 minutes. Yep, exactly. You get it. I feel like that's just, like, the law of train snacks. It's what happens. I do like in Japan, it's very common to have at train stations, they will have, like, specific, like, lunches, like bento and stuff that are specifically for eating on the train. And I think that's quite nice. Though apparently a lot of them are overhyped and not that exciting. Cassis says, I had many snacks for my train trips to Scotland and back, but they were 8+ hour long trips. Yeah, absolutely. I do the same for aeroplanes as well, incidentally. I will make sure that we have, like, maybe some dried fruit. Like, I can't bring, like, beverages, so I'm always annoyed about the fact that I have to then go buy, like, you know, 3 bottles of Lucozade Sport and a bottle of water at the airport where they're super overpriced. But I'll try and bring things like, you know, sort of a box of muesli bars and some dried fruits and some crisps and that kind of thing. So we have options, partially because I have on more than one occasion wound up in a situation where the only meal available to me is something that I cannot eat. Excuse me. Like on my last long flight from Toronto to London, they served mushroom pasta. And I don't want to do the thing where I don't normally declare my allergy as a passenger because I don't want them to have to make up, like, a different meal specifically for me just on the off chance. Like, if they were just serving, like, a vegetarian ratatouille with rice that didn't have mushrooms in it, but just in case we can't serve it to you, so we're gonna make you this other thing, and it's gonna be worse. I can't do it. I can't do it. So I just don't declare any allergies when I travel by aeroplane if there's a meal and hope that it's not going to be a mushroom dish. And most of the time it's not, to my absolute delight. But every once in a while it's a mushroom dish and I'm like, oh great, well, congratulations, sweetheart, you get 2 meals. To which my husband says, thanks. And I say, well, I guess I'm eating your salad. And yeah, I get to eat my person's salad and bread. Oh, that is way more saturated of a yellow than I expected it was going to be. Oh no. I forgot that it had previously been wet. Oh well, it's a good starting point. Um let's just paint it out. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is fine. Everything's okay. Anyways. But yes. That is one of the things. It is slightly more okay when I'm traveling with like another person, like when I'm traveling with my partner or whatever, because if I get a thing of mushroom risotto or mushroom pasta or what have you, I can just give it to him. And he can eat it. And that's fine. But it does mean that I do try and make sure that I'm very, very, very well stocked with any like snacks and other things, because if there's a chance that I can't eat my meal, I want to make sure that I have other stuff that I can eat. You know, I've brought like, you know, a good amount of other food stuffs. I also usually try and have something to eat at the airport as well. I'll go to like Pret and have, you know, like a thing of porridge or a sandwich, a nice cup of coffee, that kind of thing. Do you get both desserts at Stells? I feel like that would be mean. I want my person to have dessert as well. But yes. Ooh, they have the ones that are self-heating, says Casa. Oh yes, which is very cool. Love that for them. Very, very cool indeed. I do appreciate a self-heating situation. I think that's neat. Can you just bring a backup meal, says Mare? I mean, yes. I mean, it would need to be something that I bought at the airport anyways. I guess I kind of cover that with, like, having a snack sack. We call it the snack sack. It's just one of our, like, personal item carry-on bags. It's just a tote bag full of snacks. which is great. Because sometimes you need them. And then sometimes the provided snack, if the airline is providing a snack, is, like, honestly not very good. I've had some not very good snacks from airlines before. So sometimes it's nice to have a backup. But generally I'm not. I did bring a sushi bento onto an airplane once as, like, my meal snack. And I had not noticed just how, like, bad the sushi was. Like, it was not edible. I have never found a salmon sushi to be as gristly as this was. It was not good. So, Cloudberry! Yay! So I'm very wary of, like, airport sushi now. Even if it's, like, a sushi restaurant that I recognize the name of and have been to and liked. I'm like, no. No, we're gonna not eat there today because I do not trust it. Because I have been burned. But yeah, okay. We are retiring the Lord brush and switching to Tiddle brush. Because we are going in with some Tiddle details now. With that being said, I'm probably not going to stream for that much longer, but I think I have just enough time at least to do the stem on this strawberry, so I'll do that. And we'll come back and finish this next time as well. Right. Anyways, make a little start with my brushy. I love this little brush. It's a very good little brush. I got it not that long ago. Oh no, the red paint is bleeding a smidge. Okay, we're going to have to be very careful. We're gonna have to be very careful here. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Why would I say such a thing? I do apologize profusely for having said such a thing. Anyways. But yeah, I do tend to over-prepare for, like, travel with regards to, like, snacks and stuff. I don't ever want to end up in a situation where, like, I'm starving and I'm captive, so there's nothing I can do about it, because it just feels real bad, you know? Cassis says, I had a favorite Japanese place, but last time I ate from there, I got sick. Oh no! Oh no, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's awful. I think in general, I'm kind of wary of, like, fish stuff when I go out, even if, you know, I haven't, apart from that one time with like the bad airplane sushi, I haven't had any bad experiences, but generally I prefer the veggie stuff anyways. My favorite is kappamaki, which is just cucumber. But yeah, I think as a vegetarian with intolerances and allergies, I now over prepare, says Casa, because I don't know what's available. Exactly, yeah. So that's very much a bring your own snacks situation for sure. Because yeah, I don't. I do have fish from time to time, as mentioned with the gristly salmon, but I don't eat land meats at all. Which does limit one, especially when one has an allergy to a very common vegetarian option, which is mushroom, which does cause a bit of struggle sometimes. I have been to restaurants before where like, oh man, you know, when you go to like a burger restaurant, like not like a fast food burger restaurant, but like a gourmet burger restaurant, like Gourmet Burger Kitchen or like one of those types of places. There was at least one of them where for a really long time the only veggie burger option that they had was a mushroom. It's one of those ones where they just take a big portobello mushroom and stick it on a grill, which is some people's idea of a really good time, and for me, it's my idea of having a terrible allergic reaction. So I'd rather not do that, all things considered. But yes. So in those cases, I tend to I think for that reason in part, I am very much an over preparer when it comes to if I'm traveling, if I'm going out with a meal for friends, I want to know where we're going before we go to there so I can like scope out the menu and make sure that I know that I'll be able to make like an informed and healthy choice for my body. As in like this place has foods that don't contain things that will make me like die, kind of situation, and then sort of like plan, okay, I think I will get this and this like in advance. I do enjoy the spontaneity of just going to a place and being like, oh, you know, do I want the aubergine parm pizza or do I want a margarita kind of thing, but I want to know that they have the aubergine parm pizza and the margarita before I go to there. When I travel with my partner, these days, I do try and like find possible places for us to eat foods ahead of time, like not just because of our like allergies and intolerances, but also because I want to go to places that are well reviewed. I don't want us to go somewhere think like, oh, this place looks fun, and then the food is just like unpleasant, you know what I mean? Like, we've traveled all this way, I don't want to have a mediocre or like bad meal. So there you go. Cassie says my family's just a nightmare to feed because we have nut allergies, lactose intolerance, newly diagnosed celiac, newly diagnosed Hashimoto's disease, which is who's discovering what they can and can't eat, and mom has a brown sugar and honey allergy. Oh my goodness, that is a combination. Like, I'm sure there are many wonderful things that you can all enjoy together, but like, damn, that's a lot of them. I feel you. I think trying to take my entire family out going out with a meal with my in-laws is usually fairly straightforward. We can usually go to a pub and everyone will be able to find something that they can have and will enjoy. My family might be more of a struggle, depending on the various, which is less intolerances and allergies and more like doctor mandated, like, you can't eat these things because of like blood sugars and that kind of thing. We have like diabetics and stuff. But yeah, adventures, fun. My dad and I are vegetarians, says Casa, but if we ate meat still, we both have pork allergies. Oh wow, I've never heard of that before. Fun. Anyways, hi Peter, welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you very much. These are our berries. This is a strawberry, a blueberry, a blackberry, a gooseberry, and a cloudberry. They are nowhere near done, but I love them, and thank you for your kind words. I hope you're having a lovely Monday. It's wonderful to see you. Welcome on in. Hello. I want to look and see what is the color of the stem on a blackberry. I think it's also kind of green, but I'd like to get it right, so I'm going to have a little look-see. Let's see if I can find it. Blackberry. It's a little bit... okay. It's not quite as green as the strawberry. It has a bit of a... there's a bit of dimension going on here. So maybe if I start with this and then kind of fade it into like this situation. This is going to get complicated, I think. Because there's quite a lot of complication here, actually, which is kind of cool. I like it. Anyways. Peters is fun. Yeah, I'm okay, but tired, though. Oh, that's a mood. I mean Mondays, am I right? Mondays. It is very much a day. And I am a sleepy bear. If I was any of these bears right now, I'd be this one. Oh, incidentally, for anyone who's come in recently and would like to, we do have a question this stream, and our question this stream is, since we're doing these little berry bears, if you were a combined fruit and animal, what fruit animal would you be? Yeah, Monday may be part of it. Says Pete, I want the weekend to be now. Oh my god, mood. I could do with another weekend. I could for sure do with another weekend. That'd be really nice. I mean, there are certain parts of the week that I'm looking forward to, but most of what I'm looking forward to this week are like Thursday and Friday, because those are the days that I stream. But yes, oh, mood. Archon says, and there's the streamer doing a very good job. I love the amount of puns that can go into today. It's nice, and it makes me happy, and thank you for the punnies. Is good. Right, gooseberry stem color, or the little, it's not the stem bit, it's more like, I'm calling it its little crown, because I've made it a little crown, but I don't know what that thing is called. It's kind of just brown. Oh, excuse me. It's kind of just brown, so maybe if I take a little bit of this yellow and add a little bit of purple to it, and then a little bit more yellow, and then a little bit more yellow, and then a little bit more yellow, I will arrive at a kind of brownish color, which will hopefully work for this. Yeah! Oh, actually, that's perfect. That is perfect for a little gooseberry crown. Hooray! Gabby, hello! Spike voice. A bear? Yes. 5 bears, in fact. Pizza's polar bears are my favorite animal, so I feel like I'm just adding to the vibe. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We love bears in this stream. Very much we do. I love bears especially. Bears are good. Bears are cute. Okay. And I want this cloudberry crown to have a nice bit of a, I'll start with a base of yellow, and then I actually want to add a little bit of a blush to it, because it's quite a warm orange. And it wants to have a little bit of a blush, which is super cute. Let me see if I can just flick a little bit of that onto the end of my brush. And then just kind of fade it out. If I can, that'd be delightful. Okay. Oh, beans! I think that works. Okay. Yay! A polar cranberry. Oh, wait, sorry, I read it. Oh, okay. Ignore that I said that. Let me try again. What is black and white and red all over? A polar cranberry. Adorable. Thank you. Sorry I got it wrong. These puns are unbearable, says Archon. I really brought it upon us today with the literal pun artwork. So, I apologize, but not much. Um, okay, we've got a. I'm obsessed with the way Spike says "a bear." I think of it every time I see a bear. Says Kobe. Let me try and see if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to get this to work on stream, but I'll see if I can get it to work on stream. But I also want to make sure that's not going to autoplay an ad first. So, is it going to autoplay an ad? It hasn't autoplayed an ad. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay. I have no idea if you will be able to hear or see this, but I will try. And hopefully not get in trouble for, thingy. Copyright strike.
Your knife can kill you.
Oh, jeez. Oh, here we go.
A bear! You made a bear!
Didn't mean to.
Undo it! Undo it!
Okay, no, I don't need to see it again. That was amazing. Oh, there's Gracie's art again, in case anyone missed it earlier. Gracie rated, and Gracie is a good painter. I've seen that entire TV series. The first academic conference I spoke at was about that TV show. I'd completely forgotten about the way he says, "a bear!" It's so good! You're right, that's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing with us. I have no idea, I don't know if the audio played for y'all, but it was very funny for me. Anyways, thank you for sharing that. I think I've painted all the things I can paint today. I think I need to go make soup, so I think I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna see if there's anyone we can raid. I will finish these bears and hopefully, I don't know, wrestle less with the paint next time. These bears. But, oh my goodness gracious. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody, today. I had a really nice time. I hope you had a really nice time, too. It's been a lot of fun, and a good time. Oh, thank you very much for the hydrate. I shall have a sip of my jasmine tea. I'm just gonna make sure that whoever we raid is not just about to finish, which has happened before, and it's super awkward. So let me just make sure. I haven't raided this person in quite a while. So it'd be nice to go say hi. But only if they're not literally just about to end. Please don't be just about to end. Oh, okay, well that's just playing at full volume. This thing that Twitch does now where it just shows you the stream that you're about to go raid is very silly. When it just autoplays itself at full volume. It's like, no, I don't want to listen to someone else's stream on my stream. I don't want to steal their content. I don't want to watch another stream while streaming. That doesn't seem fair. But we're gonna raid Helena because they do really good work. If you don't know Helena, just know that you are about to see a very majestic frog doing some artwork, and it's delightful. So, let me get a generic raid message in the chat for everybody. Feel free to grab the emotes if you have the emotes. If you don't have the emotes, you can just say generic raid message or append any cool emotes that you do have. It's been very, very fun hanging out with y'all today. I've had a lovely time. I hope you have a lovely time watching Elena do some artwork because she's great. And yeah, I'll be back on Thursday continuing to work on these Bearries, and I'm sure there will be more wonderful animal and fruit puns to be had then. So thank you all for hanging out. It's been lovely to see y'all, and hope to see you again soon. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching, and yeah, goodbye, good Monday, good evening. You're great. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.